So Chris Wagner had one. Let's do it. Chris Wagner, how does model eviction work technically? Well, you don't pay your bill, and then they come and put like a red sticker on your door, and then you get evicted.
You got a P1.
Yeah.
You got a P1 with 25 gigs of RAM. You have a model that's 18 gigs of RAM. It's in memory. It's using memory, right? And then it's someone else needs to do something that where it needs a different data set to go in memory. If there's not enough memory, Power BI is going to kick something out, right? Depending on the activity, depending on the type of process, so it can move that model into memory. Right now, there's two types of processes. There's a interactive process and a background process. The background process is a refresh. If someone's if someone's refreshing the data model and someone needs to query it, guess what happens to the refresh? Gets evicted, right? And it's the same thing, right? There's some processes that determine the, how active a model is, if it's inactive, whether or not it's going to get kicked out. So
yep. And
that's the gist of it.
Yeah. The other thing too is if a model just has been idle for a super long time, I think it's like around 24 hours or so, then that will get evicted also because it's just not doing anything. In general, though,
slides somewhere though. Yeah, go ahead.
I'd have to go dig those up. But in general, like eviction itself is not necessarily a bad thing. I mean, if as long as there's no other side effect, like people aren't complaining about things or there's long query wait times, you're fine. Because that's just a natural behavior of moving things in and out of memory to satisfy requests. So it's very similar. If you think about it from like your computer and you have memory on your computer too, Windows will move things in and out or page things to disk that it needs to have in active memory. So it's a similar concept.